Greetings and welcome to the channel. A handful of things I want to run through really quick today. It was a big day for option income fund investors with the launch of RDTE. We'll take a quick look at that. Otherwise, on the agenda, if you are not following Income Architect on YouTube, I highly recommend that you do so. We're going to take a quick look at XDTE and QDTE dividends. Are they accelerating? What? And a few other things, but let's get into it. So exciting day for fans of Roundhill funds or option income funds in general. Roundhill has added to its QDTE and XDTE funds, which both appear, from everything I've seen, to be performing very, very well. They've now added the small cap 0DTE trading fund with RDTE. That started trading this morning at around $42 a share, give or take. And you can see here, looking at this chart on Yahoo, it traded down as low as about $41. I think $41.58 was the actual low right there throughout the day. Very excited for this to launch, as I know a lot of people are. Moving on, if you have somehow managed to stumble across my channel before stumbling across the Income Architect channel, which is done by a gentleman named Brad, please take a look at his channel and think about subscribing there. He's putting out some really good, thoughtful content. He's not out there just promoting Yield Max or pimping out for Roundhill. He's not yo, look at my massive margin account dividend, bro, or anything like that. So I have tremendous respect for for some of the content he's putting out there, and I've gotten a lot of value out of that. I'll try and tag him in the description, make it easy for folks to flip over there. In a second, we're going to look at the XDTE and QDTE dividends, and he may do an upcoming video or something goes into a lot more detail than probably I will. But absolutely, subscribe to his channel. And I can see here he's put out a couple of videos today already that I haven't had a chance to look at. Excited to go and look at those. So anyway, mad props to Brad and what he's doing on his channel. So one of the reasons I want to make sure and give Brad a shout out and promote his efforts, which I think are really good, is he had said something in one of his videos about how it appeared that the QDTE and XDTE Roundhill funds had an increasing dividend on average. And so far, he's absolutely right. I had been tracking this using a 13-week rolling average. Starting on June 20th, that 13-week rolling average of the dividend amounts, as we see right here, was 26 cents on average. And so that's if you extrapolate that out to what would be an expected monthly payment, on average, you're looking at about $1.14 and an annualized dividend yield, again, using that average of 33.6%. Now, we only have 12 weeks of dividend data since the 20th of June. This week, we'll have the 13th. This column here is intended to be a look back to see if over the recent 13 weeks, we've had a dividend growth and what that percentage is. And in this case, since we only have 12 weeks, this is highlighted in yellow to remind me to change the formula once we get the 13th week in here. But essentially, if you go from $1.14 a month to $1.59 a month, that's a 39% increase in that dividend. And at this rolling average of 37 cents, that's a 46.9% extrapolated annual yield. That is phenomenal. And again, it appears with the Roundhill funds, you're getting a little better protection of the underlying asset value so far. If we go to XDTE and we just look at the same data, we look at the 13-week trailing average. You get about 20 cents on that one. If we go by the time we've gotten to the first dividend payment September, that 13-week trailing average is 28 cents, representing a annual yield of about 36%, or an estimated monthly dividend payment of $1.23 on average. And if we look at this, you go from 87 cents. This is 12 weeks ago. Again, we're going to make this 13 weeks once we have the most recent data. If you go from 12 weeks back and look at the gap here from 87 cents on estimated annual to $1.23, that's a nearly 42% dividend growth rate just in that period of time. So at least for now, it looks like you're not only getting really good payouts, a little better NAV stability than some of the other option income funds, but you're getting phenomenal dividend growth rate as well, at least as the fund matures and this stabilizes. And I think one of the reasons for this, and I'm looking forward to looking at one of Brad's videos that he posted today, that what he's talking about in his video may explain why you've got such a stark performance difference from between the Yield Max and the Roundhill funds right now. In other dividend news, I thought this was worth mentioning. I'm not always going to catch all of these, but I happened to miss this 6 days ago, and I'm surprised I missed this because one, I think everyone was expecting this would happen this year for the 18th consecutive year, but then also I actually do own shares of Verizon, full disclosure there. But they increased their quarterly dividend from 66.5 cents to 67.75. So that's exciting news. And then they've got an acquisition going on as well of Frontier Communications. So, and then also, this I just thought was sad. I did not know this because I always thought it was fun that people could take their Canadian $5 notes and turn, I think it's Wilford there, into Spock. And I did not know that Canada had changed their money apparently to make that harder. But that's just no fun. Why they know like Spock? Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Hope everyone's having a pleasant week so far. We've got the XDTE, QDTE dividends being reported in a couple of days. And we'll do another video and update the stuff we're tracking with that when we have the data. Take care, everyone.